Hello, my lovelies. I am Stephanie, and I am a modern day mystic and a guide. And my primary tool of trade is the tarot. And I wanted to talk today about the Happy Squirrel card. In case any of you have been fans of Simpsons or have been in tarot circles in the aughts and the tens, there was a Simpson show that was about Lisa's wedding, and she goes into a fortune teller's tent, and the fortune teller pulls the death card and says, "No, no, no, death is just endings and new beginnings. It's fine, it's fine." But then she pulls the happy squirrel card, and it is aghast. And so off of that, a few of our deck creators back around that time did a nod to the happy squirrel card, and they actually put a happy squirrel card in their deck. And I was going through my tarot decks recently, and I was remembering that I have a single deck that does have the happy squirrel card in it. And so I thought I'd share it with you because I just love everything about the creativity of these artists and these deck creators, and I wanted to share. So allow me to share with you. Now, this is the Mibramig Magical Tarot, and I don't know who it is by because it's just artwork by Mibramig. And I keep it in a carrying case that my kiddo drew for me. But the card itself is one of a series of cards with really lovely imagery, beautiful artwork. But the card itself is the happy little squirrel. And in the reading of the happy squirrel being placed into these decks, it's become such a kind of a fun little thing that we could find in our decks that some of us have started to use it to read. Now, some people just treat it as a joker card. Some people say it represents things being a little nuts. And some people say, oh, like the character in the fortune telling tent was aghast when they saw the happy squirrel. So it is the card that represents the absolute worst outcome of a situation for a querent. But many people see it as the overall concept being that when you get the happy squirrel, you get a special 23rd card that represents all that is unknowable. And so if you're someone who does runes or someone who does the types of belief systems that say that some things just cannot be known, that would be for some of us readers what the happy squirrel represents. It is just simply unknowable. Now, for those of you who pull cards and you say if something's unknowable, I would think of that as the high priestess because she has all the secrets and she keeps all the secrets. Every time I pull a high priestess card, I always sneak back in and say, yes, but if we knew what was unknowable, could you give us a hint? What's the topic overall? So I think that if I pulled the Happy Squirrel card, I might say, well, we've got some tongue-in-cheek entertainment coming in from source. And if it is truly unknowable, maybe you can give us a topic and I'd pull a clarifier card on that. Anyway, I was super excited to remember that I had a Happy Squirrel card and I wanted to share it with you and see if maybe one of y'all have a Happy Squirrel card. But that's what I learned about at work today. And I just wanted to share because it just gives me a giggle. And kudos to the original idea through The Simpsons and them putting it out into the field and amazing artists that brought it into some of those decks. And yay to the readers who are like, yeah, we can actually use that card and we can read it. And here's how we're going to approach it and what we're going to call it in our deck. Thanks for letting me share what I learned at work today. Have a great day.